Hey guys, what's up? It's LA, and you're watching episode 4 of Hemo Life. Thanks for tuning in, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And if you guys have any questions, email me at laaguayo1@yahoo.com. I actually had an email today with quite a few questions, so I'll be using some of that for future content on future episodes. But today's episode is going to be kind of a review of the 2016 Texas Bleeding Disorder Conference. It was an awesome experience for me. I got hired to do a talk, so I'm gonna show you guys some footage of my preparation during that time, and then also my time on stage. So I was very, very blessed to work with an awesome company who wrote an awesome script. Basically, I had a phone call with them for about 2 hours in the beginning, and they wrote my story down. They put it into a script. And it was perfect. It was authentic. It was genuine to me and who I am. And it's exactly what I wanted to, it was the message that I wanted to deliver. So that's very, very important to me. And so it was just, I took this whole experience very, very seriously. I struggle with public speaking. So I practiced very, very hard. And actually, when I stepped on the stage after my preparation, I was probably better than any of my practice sessions that I ever had. I mean, actually, even before I stepped on stage, we had a rehearsal, and I didn't even do that well. I kept on messing up. So I think I'm better in the moment on the stage. So if you put me in front of people, I perform better. I'm not as good just kind of like talking on the phone. If I'm like reviewing things over the phone, or if I can't see somebody face to face, then I tend to struggle. But like I said, it was awesome. It was an amazing experience, and I want you guys to check it out. So here it is, and I'll see you at the top. Let's dive right in. My name is Luis Andres Aguayo, but you guys can call me LA. I'm from Missouri. I'm a golfer, a bodybuilder. I'm a proud father of 4 beautiful children. I also have severe hemophilia B. I'm honored to be here tonight at the 2016 Texas Bleeding Disorder Conference. Honestly, if you would have told me a few years ago that I'd be standing on this stage to share my story, I wouldn't have believed you. When I was diagnosed with hemophilia 27 years ago as an infant, information on hemophilia was pretty scarce. We didn't have a support network. We didn't have history of the disorder in our family, and during that time, we didn't have Google to look things up. So from an early age, I was on my own. I did learn how to self-infuse on demand when I was 12. Although I didn't take my hemophilia too seriously during that time. I was focused on other things, mostly sports. Golf, basketball, baseball, you name it, I played it. I just love competition. I used to watch SportsCenter over and over again, and I would picture myself shooting the winning basket to win the game, or I would envision myself sinking the winning putt to win the US Open. But my dreams of sports stardom and the realities of my hemophilia, they didn't always go together. Whenever I had a bleed, I would let it sit for weeks. I never really told anyone. No one really offered any help. Instead, I kept quiet and pretended like it didn't even exist. Does anyone want to guess how that worked for me? By the time I got to high school, I was missing 2 to 3 days a week due to hemophilia-related injuries. Elbows, ankles, bruises, bleeds. I couldn't keep up. I went from having B's to C's to D's, and eventually failing classes. My teachers gave up on me, my friends gave up on me, and eventually I gave up on myself. Then I was dealt another blow. A few years after graduating high school, doctors told me I had contracted hepatitis C through contaminated medication. They told me my liver was on the final stages of cirrhosis. My body was shutting down. The diagnosis, it hit me like a bomb. I mean, I was so close to needing a liver transplant. The doctors put together an aggressive treatment plan that left me sick for 3 months straight. During that time, I did a lot of soul searching. I mean, that's really all you can do when you're too weak to leave the couch. I cried,
I lashed out on the people who tried to help, and I spent month after month just feeling sorry for myself. It took a while, but I started to realize something. That being angry, it wasn't making my situation any better. And if I wanted to take my life back, I'd have to focus on something bigger than myself. And that's when it clicked. After years of struggling, years of feeling like an outsider, I knew what I needed to do. I decided to dedicate the rest of my life to being a leader in the Bleeding Disorder community. And if I was going to be a leader, I needed to look like a leader. So logically, I thought, let's hit the gym. Fitness turned out to be a perfect fit for me. I didn't need any type of special equipment or special coaches. All I needed was $15 a month for my membership fee and a lot of determination. For the first time in a long time, I felt like I got my life back on track. It's like the old saying goes, when life gives you lemons, you make a lemon-flavored protein shake and go hit the gym. No, but seriously, everyone is different. So before you start a new exercise routine, please go get approval from your healthcare team. It's been a long road to get where I am today. I'll tell you a story about a time I was in the gym. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was just struggling to get through the set. But I kept pushing through. You know why? Because I knew that if I put my heart into every single rep, that I was going to be able to make a difference. I've been on my fitness journey pretty seriously for about 2 years now, but honestly, I feel like I'm just getting started. But thanks to social media, I'm connected to over 5,000 people worldwide on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I feel blessed to be able to share my story with them, and their messages of support and encouragement, it gives me the fuel that I need to keep on pushing my limits day in and day out. My biggest goal right now is to make the cover of the Men's Health magazine. So they're doing a contest right now online. And out of over 700 people in the nation, I'm in the top 10. So if you guys want to show the world what we're made of, thank you. If you guys want to show the world what we're made of, please log on daily and vote for me. I'm so close to reaching the top. The support I've gotten so far has been completely overwhelming to me. Every day I wake up, I make sure to do one thing. I look at myself in the mirror, and I tell myself, it's time to be the best possible me. I leave my excuses at the door, and I focus on what matters. My health, my kids, and my growing hemophilia family. Succeed or fail for the day, I learn and I grow. And that puts me on a new level every time. My journey has taught me a lot of lessons, but one of the most important lessons was that I had to learn how to stick to a pro-P regimen. And I had to learn how to make compliance a priority. It taught me the power of positive thinking, and most importantly, that success is a choice. We can look for excuses all day long, or we can seek out new opportunities. We can give up and throw in the towel, or we can get back in the game and keep fighting. It's all up to us. No matter what your situation is, if you put a plan into place and execute, you will be successful, I promise. The opportunity is there, it's all in your hands, and now it's up to you to take it. Thank you.
I have a couple of questions. I know I have one. You mentioned golf earlier.
Yeah.
My son, I do a little bit of a humble brag. My son just graduated high school and is going to school on a golf scholarship, and I know what it takes for him to play at that level. But you're working out all the time, so how do you make par?
Yeah. Well, honestly, I haven't played much lately, but 2 years ago, I passed my PGA playing ability test. So that was one of the biggest accomplishments in my golf career. Was basically it's a 2-round. It's 36 holes. You have to shoot a certain number to prove that you're at that level, pro level to teach. So I passed that. Right now, I'm focusing on teaching. I give lessons right now 2 times a week to the children at the Gateway Hemophilia Association. So I'm really enjoying that right now. Instead of the competition aspect, I'm focusing on my fitness and then just give it back.
That's awesome, man. That's fantastic. Okay, any more questions? If you want to text in your questions, text them into 22333. It's 22333. Well, since we're waiting, what about your workout schedule? Like your
Right.
running schedule?
Yeah, right now it's anywhere between 5 to 7 times a week, just depending, on things like my kids and stuff. Sometimes the weekends can be a little bit tough, but usually it's a split routine. So I'm working on chest and triceps, and then back and biceps, and I just make sure I hit all my body parts, and it also depends on my goals. So I competed in the Arnold Classic, and so during that time I was keeping my calories really low, and I was doing a lot of cardio. Right now I'm more of in a bulking stage, so I'm trying to put on a little bit more, and so not as much cardio. So.
There's a question that just came in that says, how do you not get bleeds working out that much?
I don't get bleeds anymore because I know how to take care of myself. I know how to be responsible now. Like I said, I made being compliant to my regimen a priority, so I do that before I work out, and I do very controlled movements, very slow controlled movements. There's a lot of times I go in the gym, I see guys doing other workouts that I just can't do. I understand my limitations, so it's just kind of, everyone's different, so you have to figure out what your limitations are and stay within those.
What advice would you give parents? I think it says trying to help their kids understand the importance of prophylactic stage.
It's huge. It's huge. It's just, I see so many guys who just struggle with confusing when they're supposed to. But for me, I'm in pain. I'm literally in pain every day of my life. When I go to the gym, I'm in pain. When I wake up in the mornings, I can't walk. When I go on the car ride, I get out of the car, it's tough to walk. I can't straighten my arm out all the way, so that took a toll on my golf career. So it's because I didn't infuse. Like I said, I would let my bleed sit for weeks, and the damage is done now. So there's no reversing that for me. My ankles are pretty shot too right now. So yeah, learn from me. Infuse, be responsible, and achieve your goals.
Absolutely. Everybody, let's give LA a hand, please. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, that's a wrap. That was episode 4 of Hemo Life. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a lot more content to come. I'm going to start touching on some different topics. I really want to get connected with others in the bleeding disorder community and inspire people to set high goals and to wake up every day and just strive for the best. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you at the top.